So these are our phrase chunks, OUDA or out of, right? You can pronounce it two different ways. I tend to pronounce it differently depending on what sound comes after the reduction of. So really you can say OUDA, right? OUDA would look something like this. OUDA or ow dove. Oops. Out of do. Just like we talked about, everything's got to be in the body, everything's got to be musical, everything's got to have contrast, right? The ow way higher in pitch than the d. So phrase chunks. Why do I recommend phrase chunks? Because there's no point for you to study grammar. In my opinion, as someone who's learned Spanish, spent over 10 years learning Spanish, it's never helped me once for me to understand and be able to describe or identify the difference between past perfect, past simple, and present perfect and present continuous. There's never been a situation when I was having a conversation in a meeting explaining something that it helped me to know that. The only thing that ever helped me was having a set of key phrases that I knew how to say and pronounce in a way that was clear and natural each time that I could add different words onto. Right? So this is the best way for you to learn English the fastest and just be a pro and understand that you're communicating in a way that's easy for the listener. So when we're talking about out of, right, we're going to add a noun here. So what we want to do is we want to set ourselves up to make these ideas big. We're going to put a lot of emphasis on this pitch, and we're going to do it by transmitting this vibration and musicality from inside the body. So if you listen to how I pronounce this, listen to the rhythm. Da da da. Da da da. Listen to how high that pitch goes up. So usually if there's a consonant sound here, you don't have to, but I usually just say OUDA, duh. I use a schwa here. I don't pronounce this consonant. So I'll say out of time. Right? Repeat after me. If you're watching this, don't just stare at me. Repeat it after me. Use your ears. Try to imitate what you hear down here, the musicality. Imitate this vibration and melody. Out of time. Out of time. Out of time. Notice what's standing out the most. Ow and I. Make this a little bigger. Ow and I. The vowel. And the vibration. Out of time. I know most of you are probably saying out of time. Time. Back up off. Lean back off that T. Slide past the T with your musical quality. Out of time. Same thing here. M is not ma. Doesn't exist. M is So I'm going to slide through into right? And it's going to be out of money. Repeat after me. Out of money. Out of money. You see how high the pitch from the and money? Listen. Out of money. The higher you make the pitch, the easier it is to understand and the more natural you are. Do not be afraid of making too much pitch. You won't do it. I've been doing this for over 10 years. I've never seen a student make too much pitch as long as it comes from the body. Out of money. All right. So here, now when I'm starting to work with the vowels, now this is when I actually start pronouncing the reduction of. So like we've talked about before, the reduction of, or the reductions in general, those final consonant sounds are voiced. So whatever you see there, it's not what you see. It's the minimal pair. Minimal pair is just the twin, basically. So the twin of this is the one with vibration is V, of. We never say of. That doesn't exist. It's always of. So I'll link of, right? Can we put this here? Like this. And it will be vi, because it's consonant to vowel linking. It'll be out of ideas. Out of ideas. Out of ideas. Dias. out of ideas. Repeat after me, out of ideas. Out of ideas. Listen to the energy moving forward. Don't focus on each letter. That's not what native speakers listening to. Native speakers listening to the energy moving forward. Out of ideas, like that. I do the same thing with options. Oops. Same thing. Voptions. Listen to the pitch. Out of options. No separation. You don't hear any gaps, or you can't hear where each one word starts and one word stops. It's all one sound connected. Out of options, like that. Or same thing here. Out of opportunity. We got 5 syllables here, so there's primary and secondary stress. And the way that you make it work easily is making the unstressed syllables as small as possible by controlling them with the diaphragm and focusing the energy in here is transmitting the message. Vopper. You hear the difference? Vopper. And that makes it easy to make 2 stand out. Opportunities. But do you hear how much I increased the musicality to get up to 2? Opportunity. 2. Listen to the music right here. Opportunities. Out of opportunities, like that. Repeat after me. Don't stare at me. Listen, repeat. Out of opportunities, like that. All right, so again, phrase chunks. Don't memorize grammar. Just be able to pronounce out of, musically linked, right? With that flap T, you hear the vibration. I'm not saying out, tough, out of. And then you can add any word that you want alongside of it. If you have any suggestions for phrase chunks that you want me to go over, drop them in the chat, drop them in the comments. If you want me to analyze your accent, scan the QR code.